Hello, 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 everybody. Sorry about that. We were just about to go live and, well, discovered that my microphone was not working properly. So that was a quick fix. Thankfully, it was an easy fix. How's everybody doing tonight? Isn't it great? It's a Torrid top. I love it. It is super comfy. It's one of my favorites. I think I have this same top in black. I have so much Torrid clothes. I am so sorry you're not feeling good, Chloe. How am I? I am tired and my feet hurt like holy Hades, but hey. got stood up at my frickin' meetup thing, but you know what? That's okay. Silent Rob, I don't know. But hey, if you can sing as well as he does, hey, you might actually, get some attention. John Stamos is pretty awesome. I know people who know him, and he's usually a pretty stand-up guy. Usually. He has his moments. Oh. Yeah, my Dr. Pepper hoodie is behind me if I get cold again. I was warm earlier, but I had a fun night. Girl, that's a damn nice Valentine's date, even if it is with Dad. I would give anything to have that kind of a Valentine's with my dad. No, there is nothing wrong. That's a good dinner, and that teaches you what to expect from the men in your life. I approve. You're not alone, Valerie. Dude, for so many bi women I know, we want to date women. We want to be involved with other women. But finding a woman is so difficult. Because, well, we tend to think that other women, when they're hitting on us, they're just being friendly. And it's just so much easier because guys will man up and ask a woman out, and it happens. But women, I am so intimidated by other women. Exactly, Nicole. I'm terrified of them. But anyway, that's my minor rant here. Oh, women are scary. And I am a woman. Okay. She is now my former best friend, but we were talking pushing 30 years ago. No, I take it back. No. Yeah, pushing 30 years ago. It was about 25 years ago. And she was talking about how she was kind of hurt that I was into women, but I had never hit on her. And I gave her this look, and I'm like, ew. Why do you say ew? You're my best friend. Ew, you're like my sister. So, yeah. Hey, Steele, how are you doing tonight? Oh my God, though. I'm in fine form. Had a fun afternoon. Got some actual, stuff accomplished. Did my Amazon return. I am so pissed off that I still have to use Amazon. Did my Amazon return. Wandered over to Safeway and got our meds. Had a good cup of coffee. Talked to Nicole for 45 minutes or so. And then walked home. And I'll be honest, it's about a 2-mile walk. And it took me a good 10 minutes to decide what shoes I was wearing today because, well, the last few times I've walked to or from town, I have not worn the right shoes. So I'm trying to figure it out. So, we're doing pretty good. Hi, fuzzy butts. Then I got home, and I'm trying to figure out, because somehow the conversation came about earlier. Excuse me. About booking and paying for my services and this and that. May have been in a completely different business-related chat. And I learned that Shopify will let me market my services on their platform as well as my physical merchandise. And I'm like, that is so cool as shit. See, that's the other fear, Valerie. And now I have Amy Winehouse singing Valerie in the back of my head. But so I've been sitting here. Yeah, I know. And He has a point. What he just said in my ear is, just because you're bi doesn't mean you want to bang everything. It doesn't mean that you're attracted to your best friend. I mean, my best friend at the time was actually hurt that I didn't hit on her. The friend who pointed out to me that I was bi she's like, why didn't you ever hit on me? And I'm like, 'cause you're my friend and I value our friendship. I have a few guy friends like that too. But so I've been sitting here playing with cat farts about this and that and that and this, and just trying to and figuring out how to list those services. And that led to a couple of other trails of thought that I need to work with, and I'm just my brain is just zooming and zooming and zooming, and I'm having a gay old time. Bad choice of words, Di. Hey, Ro. It's one of them days. I'm going to drink some more soda. I don't think I'm caffeinated enough. Before I left today, I got into the car because I knew I had stuff in the car that I probably needed to get out of the car. I have not driven my car in a year. And I stick my head in and I'm grabbing something that I wanted, and then I look in my console and I'm like, oh yeah, I might want my coffee cards, right? Picked them up and one of them has 2 free cups of coffee on it. I'm like, fuck yeah. And I had to walk past that coffee shop to go to Safeway, and I'm like, hey, I can get, oh wait, no, I'm going to the other one. I'm going to get coffee there. So, but it was a good time. I managed to accomplish a couple of things I needed to. So I'm happy with how my day came out. Yeah, coffee is good. He has a cup of coffee. I am sitting here sucking on my soda because I didn't feel like making coffee. Although now that I think about it, I probably will, so I can dip my cookies in my coffee. I love this. There's this one guy in my class that I think has a crush on me, but I don't know, but he keeps looking at me weird in class. I don't... I feel that one, Valerie. Oh, Nicole, my heart breaks. But yeah, I know a lot of people who are like that, though. I don't get it, because caffeine has never affected me that way. Caffeine puts me to sleep. I'm weird. Well, it's an ADD thing. I was going to say I'm weird, but it's not. Exactly. Well, see, you and I go to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning and get up at noon. Oh, what's up, Chloe? Yep. He gets up at noon. I get up between 10 and 11. I try to be up by between 10:15 and 10:30. Most days I crawl out of bed around 10:45, and then the dog is screaming at me because I really gotta pee, Mom. I hate to admit it, but that's pretty good advice, Andrea. Hello, Took Monster. Oh, dear goddess. Yeah, Nicole's definitely not ADHD. She got the other forms of neurospice, though. I'm so glad you guys can't hear everything he does in my ear when we're streaming. I love the man, but Jiminy Christmas. That said, there is a reason. There is a reason that I classify the few people who have lived with me and still speak to me in a completely different subset of relationships than my regular friends. Interesting that you're ADD, but the stimulant in the caffeine stimulant doesn't bring you down. Weird. That's true. I forget about that one. Oh, really? Sorry, I'm getting the stare. He hasn't quite given me the tooth. Da 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 da. There's this guy in my class. We've been in the ba 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 ba. Oh, honey, he might have a crush on you. Does he blush if you talk to him, or does he kind of get tongue tied, or does he puke after having a conversation with you? Either any of these are possibly mean the same thing. I will never forget when I had the biggest crush on the man behind the curtain before we got together. Um, and we were having a conversation one day, and I literally could not form a full coherent sentence. We were communicating with, he was talking to me like a normal person, and he was getting 2, maybe 3 word replies because I am just this hormonal puddle of goo in front of him. It was hilarious. He doesn't know what he needs to say when yeah, he's got a crush on you, honey. Then crashing for, yup. Hyper focused energy levels of epic levels, and then crashing for days. Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, been there, done that one. Yep. My little brother, God rest his tortured soul, ADHD AF. I can fix it. What were you gonna do? Oh, I know. I'm gonna fix that later. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, my little brother, ADHD as fuck. Love the man to death, but oh my God. So the VA gave him one of the stimulant meds. Can't remember which one off the top of my head. His second day taking it, he was up at 2 a.m. using tweezers to pull the dog hairs out of the carpet that the vacuum wasn't getting. Because he was that hyper focused on cleaning and had that much energy. I am so glad he was not living with me at that point in time. I would have become not myself. Yep. Okay, so what does caffeine do to normal people? Because my ADHD ass doesn't know what caffeine does. Yep, it makes you awake, jittery, it gives you energy, it wakes you up. For those of us who are ADHD, it'll knock us out and chill us out. It's great. Oh, yeah, stimulants can trigger seizures. Yeah, be wary of the guy who thinks he can turn a lesbian straight if he knows you swing that way. Otherwise, I would just kind of wait until he says something. Oh, seed beads in the car. Oh, Lord. Oh, please tell me they were at least differently enough colored from the carpet that you could see them to get them. Caffeine poisoning does not sound pleasant. Oof. That does not sound pleasant. Okay. I actually do have something I was going to say tonight, so I'm going to pop over there. Tablets. Yup. Oh, what's the worst part, sweetheart? I know. I know. Oh, Lord. So you see each other regularly. Oh. Yup, riding the same bus. Bumping into each other out in the neighborhood. Yup. All right, you guys. Let's at least get the intro done, shall we? Slurp. All right. Yes. Never been on meds before because I don't see a purpose for me to use them. I don't notice it at all. I forget. You are so damn lucky, Valerie. That's cool, Nicole. Oh, thank you. I had a pink band, but it got stretched out. This one's starting to, I think, get stretched out. It is actually a smartwatch, and I wear it mostly to track my heart rate. I can understand that, Ro. Valerie, you are so lucky. The meds don't work for me anymore. Haven't for a while. So, I wish, truly wish. But my biggest problem today, my biggest problem today with my autism ADHD is time blindness and hyperfocus. Because I will get hyper focused on something and completely lose track of time. Hence, part of why we were late tonight. Or I have absolutely zero ability to gauge how much time something is actually going to take. And it takes much longer. Valerie Rowe is a trans woman and probably old enough to be your mother, if I remember correctly your ages. All right, so my lovelies, my dears, welcome one and all to Witchlings Round the Cauldron Midnight Mass. Now, if you're joining us live, I am so insanely glad you are here. Now, if you're catching this on a not-so-instant replay, trust that this space still holds you. Take just a minute here to settle in. Let's chill out and relax. Drop your shoulders. Let the day just kind of loosen its grip on you. Midnight Mass here is very, very different from the rest of the week. It isn't about productivity, fixing, or figuring anything out. This is about staying awake with yourself as one day hands the world off to the next. We start here at 10:30, not to rush midnight, but to walk toward it together. So, we are going to be polite and respectful and mind the energy we bring into this space. And we are going to be respectful in the chat so that Arnold and the mods don't have to find your ass with the banhammer.
Hasta la vista, baby.
All right. All right. So, we have a theme of the week. Hold. No, Valerie, we do not joke about that in here. That is not. There are too many of us in here who have actually had that thought. Some of us, have made the attempt more times than we can count. That is not a joke, sweetheart. That is a hard and fast rule. We do not joke about that one. Yeah, we make all kinds of rude, crude, and horrible jokes. That is not a subject we joke about. Assault of any kind. Yeah, veteran, military sexual trauma, child abuse survivor. We don't go there. So, things that we do not joke about. Any type of abuse. Any type of assault. Self-harm, self-injury. I will report you if I seriously think you are serious about it. No. You've been warned, Valerie. You're okay. Just be careful now. We're not mad at you. Not by any means of the word. I just want you to know that is not a subject to joke about ever. Trust me. All right, guys. That actually kind of leads into our subject of the week. Our theme of the week is remembering who you are. And the Sanskrit that's holding us to that is Ātmānaṁ viddhi, know thyself. And I want to be incredibly clear about what this does not mean, okay? Does not mean reinvent yourself because you're perfect as you are. It doesn't mean fix yourself because, again, you are perfect as you are. It does not mean define yourself so cleanly that nothing ever shifts again. No, 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 no. That we are here to learn, to grow, and to become better people. Because as we know better, we do better. Right? Right. Ātmānaṁ viddhi is not a branding exercise, a declaration, or a performance. It is simply recognition. Knowing yourself usually doesn't arrive as a lightning bolt. It shows up as a quiet, persistent signal that says, hi, this matters. That, not so much. This is a little bit too much. This is mine. That is not. So most of us already know far more about ourselves than we admit. And that the hard part there isn't the knowing, it's the trusting that we know. And this Midnight Mass exists for exactly that reason, my lovelies. And we will come back and talk more about this very soon. Hey, Eric. Aaron Clark. Aaron Clark instead of John Clark. Okay. That's okay too, Ro. None of us are expected to know everything about ourselves. Many of us know just pieces. I mean things like, well, I know that my favorite color is purple. I know that my favorite drinks are coffee and Dr. Pepper. I know that I love cats. Go take some pain pills, Chloe. But, I don't know everything about me. Hell, there are days when he points shit out to me that I don't realize about myself. And then, there are days that I am just airheaded and don't know much of anything. But that also ties into there's 30 of us up here. So I might not, well, yeah. There we go. Yes, currently. Which means if you log out, I will be able to QR code back in. There it is. Give me a sec. There we go. Yay, we fixed it. Oh, okay. Oh, no. There we go. Do. Yep. Oh, Ro. I still have my mother's voice in my head more often than I want to admit. What do you mean? What? You just made me panic. You're not annoying, Valerie. You're no worse than the rest of us here, so please, don't fret. Yep. Oh, Andrea, it's been an interesting week. We're good, though. All right. He is playing with the Discord chat right at the moment. All right. Why is it the final countdown? I'm going to have to listen to that freaking song for like on repeat for 2 hours to get it out of my head. That would be the one. Oh. Are you possibly bipolar or a multiple, Ro? Just my idle thoughts with my own experience with both. Mm-hmm. Oh, look, I have a little green mushy. I am so freaking distractible. Oh, hello there. I see earphones or headphones. That would make sense. You're okay. It's okay, Valerie. We're being kind of dark and gloomy in here tonight, and I apologize for that. Yeah, I know how that one goes too. My darling ex-husband had that. He reacted badly enough to the newest meds that he actually takes lithium. I had to think of lithium. Yep. The joys of having a traumatic brain. He is clacking and clicking things around on his desk. It's kind of interesting to hear. Oh. Okay. But yeah. Oh no, honey, you are so not annoying. You're ADD. Yep. Nicole has to start at very low. See, I am one of those wonderful people that I react very quickly to meds, generally at a low dose, but then I build up a tolerance really freaking quick. And it's really annoying because then not only do I have to ramp up to the higher doses really quickly, but if I miss a single dose, it stops working. That is why I have gone through every freaking medication for ADHD on the market and still can't find one that works. Yep, exactly, Nicole. You are young and you got plenty of time. Hopefully you guys who are younger with the ADHD learn the executive functioning skills that those of us who didn't get diagnosed did not learn. Because if you don't learn them young, it's a bitch. Because that's where most of my issues come from, is the executive functioning shit. I have zero ability to start shit unless there is a hard and fast deadline. Yeah, most of our generation grew up with no. At school, we had the rigid schedules, which did great for us. And then we were left to be free-range kids. So we basically ran and burned the rest of it off. Yep, but see, I didn't have that. So I'm batshit crazy today. Most of us just kind of figure shit out and make it work. Baling wire and duct tape. Maybe a little bit of chewing gum. No dye. There is no coffee in that cup. Okay, that's... I really like it over here. No. Leave it there. Leave that there. You'll get used to it. Top left. You're good, Valerie. Yep. I feel for you, Valerie. Oh, I'm sure Nicole does too. Yes, MacGyver. That was my face. MacGyver. Another show that taught us to, resist. Man. How did I not think of this, years ago? How many of us that absolutely loved the Mythbusters originally watched MacGyver? Go nap, Chloe. Get some rest, honey. Oh, shit. I was just reading about that last night. That those of us with ADHD, or maybe it was Ro, you and I were talking about this, Ro, but those of us with ADHD, we don't feel that dopamine hit from finishing a task. That too. Our dopamine hits come from other things. Yes, same. I would get a headache or just overall body aches or whatever. Yeah. To the point my fucking 3rd grade teacher told me I was a hypochondriac because I was constantly in pain. We now know part of what that was, but... Actually, Andrea, not being a bitch, that particular TAPS is without the periods. With the periods, it's one of 2 other organizations. One of them is the Ghost Hunters, and the other one is for the families of service members who were lost during active duty. No, Valerie, I am so sorry. Yep, I was told I was lazy constantly. How many of us did our report card say doesn't live up to her potential or their potential? Needs to use time more wisely. Teach me how to fucking use time more wisely, people. Talks too much. That was mine. My 2nd grade teacher. Yeah. My 2nd grade teacher. She learned that if I was being particularly social or particularly distractible, put noise-canceling headphones on me, and I would be fine and dandy until somebody actually physically got my attention, and then all bets were off. God, I loved that woman. But then she had me for 1st grade and 2nd grade. I was special. I'm special. I was half a day in the 2nd grade classroom for 1st grade. Yeah. Yay! Nasal spray for the win. Love it. And the final countdown is back. Yeah, I can understand that one, Ro. Are you on a phone or are you on a keyboard? They didn't tell you. I found out about 10 years ago that I was diagnosed ADHD as a young child. Never knew. And the bitch had the balls to be fucking shocked when I was re-diagnosed in my 20s. Okay. Bottom left-hand side, the row right above your keyboard, your space bar, there should be a little button with an arrow that I'm willing to bet is filled in. If you tap on it, it should go back to being just the outline. Yeah. See, I can kind of understand our generation not being told about these diagnoses because, oh, well, we don't want her to get stuck with the fact that, you know, she thinks she's ADD, so she's broken, or we don't want her to think that she's defective because she has this, or he has autism. So we grow up knowing we're fucking different, but not knowing why. Yeah, they didn't want us to be labeled. But if we knew that we had this condition, it would explain some of the stupid shit that was going on with us, and we might have actually been able to get help for it. Yeah, that... My oldest. Yep, my father-in-law. My father-in-law straight up said my oldest son is not autistic. He's too smart. And too normal. You get the tism, and you get the tism, and you get the tism. We all have the tism. Yeah. You're good, Valerie. We're trying to get to the more amusing aspects of life here. Let's see, what else did I have set to talk about? Let's see. Okay, so. Oh, dear Lord. Where? Oh. There it is. All right. You know what? We're not going to do that because that's kind of... Yeah. I know. There we go. Oh, shit, yeah. Hey, create, yep. Doesn't it? Abusive, and we're just gonna leave it at that, Valerie. Yep, I saw new person create and relate. Yes. New here, got diagnosed with ADHD at 42. Life made so much sense after that, doesn't it? Yeah. I am 48 now. Apparently was diagnosed ADHD as a very young child in the 80s. Young girl in the 80s diagnosed ADHD. It had to have been bad. So I did not know this until my oldest was diagnosed ADHD at 3. Ro, let it go. I did. But so, my eldest was diagnosed at 3, and that led to me being re-diagnosed. And then when he was diagnosed with Asperger's, which is now just autism, at 10, I was talking to a brand new primary care doctor and mentioned that my son had just been diagnosed, and he's like, I need to stop you right there. Who does your psych work? And I'm like, doctor across the parking lot. Why? You need to go talk to him about confirming a diagnosis because I had you pegged within the first 30 seconds. All right, I'm going to talk to him, but can I take that as a diagnosis? And he's like, technically no, but yeah, go ahead. I'm like, sweet. So yes, I am also autistic. Autistic ADHD. And oh my God. Sergeant's being cute. I refer to my mother as my incubator because she was not a mother to me, but that's more ick and yuck, and we're trying to avoid that. I am not trying to focus on toxic positivity here, but there is so much yuck and nastiness going on in the outside world right now. I want this to be a place of love, light, hope. So... the African Grey that stalked me around the house for a week? I don't know. You're fine, Ro. Sorry. My ex-mother-in-law had an African Grey parrot that I moved in with her. And about a week later, she left for 2 weeks on a business trip, leaving me in charge of the bird. I went to feed him the first day she was gone, and he bit me and drew blood. And then proceeded to stalk me around the house for the rest of the week. I wasn't sure if he was trying to get more because he liked what he got with that first bite or what. Beaky bird. Oh, Create, you are so lucky. Yeah, you are so lucky. I have built an amazing family for myself, though. I love that. I have my biological kids. I have my non-biological kids. I have my bonus kids. I have my amazing husband. Yeah. He was smart, too. We did eventually come to terms with each other, and I did actually like him for the most part. But that first week was kind of, All right. Die out of curiosity. Which bodily functions do you like more, burps or farts? What burps? Belches. Because, well, they're entertaining without the stench. Most of the time. I have smelled some gnarly. I wish I had something I could chuck. Well, we just tell you to reel it back in. We're good, Ro. This man. I say I like belches better, so what does he do? He fucking burps in my ear. I love him. I am not going to tell the story of the belch that was heard round the base. That was fucking hilarious, though. Long story short, I was visiting a friend on base while pregnant with my youngest. Grabbed a can of Dr. Pepper as I walked out of the barracks and chugged it between the barracks and my minivan. This was like 30 seconds. Because trust me, I can down one of these damn things really fucking quick when I'm thirsty. Got to the van. I'm in the passenger seat. My little brother's driving. Leaned over with my face aimed at the floorboards. And, oh, yep. We'll get there, Create. So I'm aimed at the floor and I let this hellacious belch loose. My friend was inside the barracks. He steps out onto the porch and goes, "What the fuck?" With two of the petty officers behind him. My little brother is just pointing, going, "It was her." I'm laughing so hard, I almost fall out of my car, out of the van. And I'm like, oh yeah, that was 100% me. Found out later that this fucking belch was not only heard inside the barracks, it was heard on one of the ships over a pier away. So yeah, it was dubbed the belch heard round the base. Oh. I never went to the Ording site. Was it Last Chance or was it June Fair? I'm thinking it was June Fair, which would have been, both. Yep. God, I can't remember. I swear to God. No, that was June Fair that we camped with them. He is now doing Civil War reenactments. Oh, shit. I haven't told Nicole about this. So I went to the Ren Fair in Monroe last summer because Spawn was working. And I'm wandering around the fair going, you know, this would be the absolute perfect place for Hawk and Dove to be vending. I wonder if anybody here knows them. And, I'm walking through and there they are. So I walk in and I'm chatting with them. And the one who used to work with the man behind the curtain and my ex-husband goes, so how's your youngest doing? And I'm like, oh, he's working the fair here now. And he's like, oh, really? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I haven't seen him since he was in a stroller. I'm like, oh my God, that has been a minute. Come to find out that he had seen my youngest because my youngest had purchased something from them that event. So Spawn goes walking in there and finds the guy and he's like, hi, we've met before. And he introduces himself with his childhood nickname and the guy goes, oh my God, you grew. Because, like I said, last time he'd seen Spawn was in a stroller. He was a toddler. He is now a 22-year-old adult and 6 feet tall. Yeah. Your meds just kicked in, friend. I know that feeling. Oh, yeah, it was great. Hi, sweet girl. Yeah. They're really awesome people, though. I need to get another rose from them. Where is my... Uh-oh. Where have I lost it now? They make the cutest leather roses. Ocean Shores? Ocean Shores. And if you go off-season, it's not super expensive. Port Townsend works as well. That's true, but that's going to be less chance of seeing critters in Port Townsend. She wants more... Whidbey Island would be a good place, but probably a little pricier. Ocean Shores off-season. Yes! Hey, Emma! Do you know where my rose is from Hawk and Dove, babe? Oh, there it is! I know. I can't. Leather rose. I know. Shut up. Leather rose. Handmade leather rose. Not going to... I forgot to fix. Oh God, NyQuil is evil. NyQuil is awful. Although worse... Tylenol cough and cold. No, Tylenol flu. Oh my God, that was so funny. My darling... I hear you, Ro. Because this one's funny. So I took Tylenol flu one night. And it was vile. It was horrible. And when my ex called the chat while he was on break, I'm like, oh, that shit's nasty. And I'm just going on about how bad it is. And he's like, no, it can't be that bad. It can't be that bad. So a couple of days later, he starts coming down with what I have. And I'm like, wait, I'm going to record this. He's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, I will in a minute. So I'm like, okay, take it. And he takes it and reacts exactly the way I did. And I'm like, so it's not that bad, huh? Okay, Valerie, we're going to do a breathing exercise here, okay? I want you to sit, feet flat on the floor. Don't have your legs crossed. Sit with your feet flat on the floor. Your back straight. Hands either in your lap or comfortable. Or if you're laying down, have them next to you. All right. You're going to breathe in for 4. Hold for 4. Okay. So, you're laying down? Okay. Just lay down. Get comfortable. And then you're going to breathe in for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale 4. Hold 4. Inhale 4. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Keep doing that, and it will help you calm down, and you will feel much better. Do that for about 5 rounds. It's one of my favorites. I do box breathing all the time. It's called Foursquare or box breathing. There are GIFs of it that you can download. I used to have one on my phone. It is a very, very common anti-anxiety breathing. It's one of my all-time favorites. I love it because it's so easy. If that one doesn't work, try 4, 7, 8. Inhale 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Hey. All right, you guys. What time is it? Oh, hey, look at that. It is 11:30. How about them apples? We're doing good. Hey, what? Or I don't know. There. I just saying. He's making fun of me for the fact that I looked over at my frame to look at what time it is. Your humor fits in with the rest of us. Have a good night, Ro. Go get some rest. No. Everybody's still here. It's just you and me doing most of the chatting. That's no big deal. It's kind of normal. I end up conversing with 1 or 2 people. We're good. So not complaining. My back hurts a little bit. Oh, that reminds... Shit, it's in the box. Never mind. Did I refill it? What? Back hurts. Oh, Motrin. Oh, wait, I need to take Motrin out in the living room. Ew, kitty snot. I don't know. It entertains the rest of them. All right. You're good, Ro. Go get some rest. Take a break. Take a mental health break. You are good. Very, very, very good to remember to mind our own mental health. Because a lot of us have that issue. And we get overwhelmed easily. We get frustrated easily. And every last one of us is prone to spiraling. And it sucks. Big fat hairy donkey balls. Why do I keep turning red and icky while I'm on camera? That doesn't surprise me. I don't think you could out-freak me, but I appreciate this. I am so not vanilla. Isn't it? Yes. The world is throwing some serious shit at us non-stop, and all of us need to take a step back and breathe once in a while. I know. Hello. Okay. You're good. You're good. Trying to decide if I should hit my inhaler. Don't think so yet. We're doing okay. Have a good one, Valerie. Wait, never mind. I've been banned by over 80 channels. Damn. Yay! Allergy meds kicking in. Yay! Drugs are good. Prescribed drugs are good. We'll leave it at that. Oh, man. Come on, brain. Kick in. I am sad right now. Ish. Sad-ish. I was so happy that my child turned 21 and could go to karaoke with me. And then he went and moved. I am sad. I need a new karaoke date. Maybe I'll steal his best friend and make her be my karaoke date. She can drive. But not a bad idea, Nicole. Mix it in with some freaking wet food and scarf it down. Yeah. Except my furry little bastard won't eat wet food. Yes. Hoof and mouth. Oh. We used to joke in my family that my favorite meal was filet of sole. Because I was very good at shoving my foot far enough into my mouth, I was munching my kneecaps. Oh, poor babies. I think that our former roommate's cat had the plague before he moved out. That poor cat had not the bubonic plague. We think he had kitty COVID. But he had the gnarliest snot. It was vile. Well, hello there, little mans. Shaky shakies. Oh, we're talking about sinuses being plugged, so you're going to come in and rub your nose on my freaking carpet? Goofus. We have a sergeant. Sergeant Puppy. Hello. Who's your good puppy? Are you the bestest boy ever? You are. Sorry. He's being adorable. Took is being normal. Is Took feeling okay? He's not laying on his back spread eagle. We listen and we don't judge. Yes. That's why he's grumping at me. Yes. He's rubbing his sinuses on the floor. He's like, Mom, Dad's not paying attention to me. Love me. I actually, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. I just got that. He's a cute pupper. Oh, Serge wandered back off, but let's see if I can get Tookers. Come here, Tookers. You want to come say hi? Come here. Yeah. Your friend want to say hi. Yip, yip. Can't you could just come here. Oh, there we go. We have a Tookers. Hi, sweet boy. Oh, who's the bestest big boy? Oh, Twilight Sleep. So nice. Oh, Twilight Sleep is so nice. They did that when I got my implant. Oh. Your ears are warm. No. He didn't like Twilight Sleep. I loved it. Hi, baby. What are you doing? Oof. Yes, he is a sweetheart. This is my big boy. He my baby. He love her. You're a love bug. You're such a love bug. You're such a good doggo. Catch what? Oh. Oh, let's not. We are not going to say the most vile stuff. Nope. Nope, nope. You have a fan attached to your hind end. You realize this, right? Hi. Hey, Andrea wants to know, how do you like Midnight Mass? Do you like it when Mommy sits here and talks to the computer late at night? All right, hey, come on. There you go, baby. Good boy. Oh, let me have these. Haha. He doing pretty good. He's a happy boy. We need to... I hear that, Emma. Hey, motivation. I said Emma, didn't I? Seattle-ish. Born and raised in the Pacific, well, in the Oregon, born and raised in the Willamette Valley of Oregon. Yep. Which tattoo do you want? I have my dad's rating badge. I have my yoga witch. I have my rating badge. And oops, that one's hiding. I have my music. Those are only 4. Nobody saw it, Valerie. That's 4 of the 7. The other 3 are on my legs. I can't share them super easily. Valerie, we're not playing that one, okay? Thank you. Oh, she fixed a typo, Andrea. This one goes over my heart because it's my dad. Yeah. But this is my dad. I love him. I miss my dad. I got this after he passed. I got my rating badge. Oh, God. My rating badge and my ankle were my 2nd and 3rd tattoos. And I got them in my early 30s. Because I'm pretty sure my first tattoo was when I was 30. No, I am not from Russia. I have a number of Russian friends because there was a large Russian population in my hometown. But no, I am not Russian. Go chill, Valerie. You're good. You know, that is one of the areas that my family is not from. We're from Prussia or Germany, but not Russian. Saxes are awesome. Why was I thinking I need to get mine back? 10-minute nap, Chloe. Nice. That's a power nap. I want a berry sax. I want a berry sax. I miss my baritone. Might have been 20 minutes. She got a good nap in, though. It's my boys. And the grand cat. Anyway. You might be able to. Look into Mills music. Mills. I might be able to get a picky from the Munchkin. I have my open hole flute. Who, what? Name? Oh, okay. Not sure if I know that one. Is there a reason you just... Okay. Yes, it does. I was looking through Time Hop, and my the beginning of my implant, um, was like 15 years ago this week. Go watch your show, Valerie. I gotta watch that tomorrow or this weekend. Yeah. Yeah, I just said 10 years ago this week. No, I may have, but I meant 10. Hold on, because now I'm curious. Da, da, dum, da, da, dum, dee, da, dum. Okay. Wait, there it is. 8 years ago. So I'm recovering from the surgery on my gums. Yes. Oh my good goddess. That was an interesting couple of weeks. I lived for 2 weeks on freaking naked strawberry banana smoothies. Wooden panpipes. I wish. Ah, of course. Nicole does. Hey, if Andrea wants the panpipes. Seriously? Oh my god, that is too cool. um... Do you still play in the SCA, Nicole? I only feel drawn to woodwinds for some reason. That would be the panpipes. Yes, any kind of surgery sucks. There is somebody that was active in the SCA that I'm curious if he's still around. I have a feeling he is no longer with us, but need to. You can find the most interesting stuff at Goodwill. Sax and clarinet have very similar fingerings. Flute, sax, oboe, clarinet, all very similar fingerings. You are going to pay for that one later, I promise. So if we really, really, really want to get into it, my very first instrument was French horn. I learned to play it in like 3rd grade, was great with it, then forgot how to play it by the time 5th grade rolled around. And then come 5th grade when I started band, I started with flute because my mom and my older brother both played flute. So I started with flute, played flute from 5th through 9th grade. Halfway through 9th grade, when we moved to Woodburn, halfway through my freshman year, I was able to pick up piccolo. And so there we went from my first to my second instrument. And then after that, let's see, sophomore year I stuck with just flute piccolo. And then junior year, I picked up sax because I had to have a beginning band instrument. And then I picked up alto to start with, and then the band director threw me onto Barry. Love that. And then I don't remember if it was late junior year or early senior year, I decided to pick up oboe. So, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I didn't like playing brass. Do what, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think any of us in here have watched that one yet. 10 minutes. I don't even know what the show is, so yeah. Oh. Oh, I am starting to get kind of groggy. Nice. I might actually get to sleep on time. That makes sense. Yup. I had a feeling. But yeah. My thumb hurts. Yup. Life is just interesting. I have Shakespeare in my head now. Guys! Dude. I know I mentioned, did I mention this? Was it last week that he did it? Damn. So, shockingly for everybody here, oh, that is cool. Shockingly to everyone here, we're fans of Stephen Colbert and The Late Show. One of his guests, I think it had to have been last week, was Ian McKellen. I adore Sir Ian McKellen. I love him. He's wonderful. He was able to originate a Shakespearean role. He was the very first actor to ever play this role because this work had been lost for years. So he was given the opportunity to originate this role, and there is this monologue in the show that he recited on Colbert, and oh my God, after the first line, I'm sitting there because it was Shakespeare, but it was so culturally relevant right now. And it was just so amazing. I want to see Sir Ian and Sir Patrick reciting Shakespeare at each other. It would be amazing to see them. Sir Ian on Star Trek would be awesome. Damn it. Why did they have to end Picard? Can we not? Oh my God. Could you imagine Sir Ian McKellen as a Q? He would be an amazing Q. So, tidbit of trivia. First of all, I'm going to preface it with J.K. Rowling can roast in hell. But Ian McKellen was offered the role of Dumbledore and turned it down because he did not want to be typecast as the wizard. And I'm like, dude, he would have been a perfect Dumbledore. Anyway, because he was Gandalf. Anyway, have I watched Strange New... Oh, wait. Yes. I have not watched Strange New Worlds yet. I am very ashamed. I hate J.K. Rowling. Turfy-ass bitch. So, one of my favorite books is... The title of the book is 1,000 Quotable Poems. And in this book is a poem by Shakespeare that I want to say is recited by Puck during A Midsummer Night's Dream. Yeah. And it's tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps on this petty pace, from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the ways to dusty death. Out, brief candle, life is but a walking shadow, a poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Hey, Bean. Yes, he was very good, Andrea. Yep, it's almost time for Bean to go to school. Oh, I have seen the final. Oh, he shows up in Strange New Worlds. He shows up at the very end of Picard, too. Oh, I cried when the Traveler showed up on Picard. Ah! So cool. Oh, go get some sleep, Nicole, honey. Go to bed. Go to bed. Don't make me come over there and shove you. It'd be a hell of a walk, but I'd make it by sometime next week. Anyways, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is awesome. Good night, Nicole. Go get some sleep. Talk to you soon. You're good, Ro. So, speaking of walks, the monks have made it to DC. Yay! I'm so happy. They have met with a couple of people. They were at the Lincoln Memorial at some point today. I don't remember all of the details, but they have made their goal. Yes, their destination. So we are quite happy about that. Everything that I have seen so far, they were greeted quite well. There is a viral picture going around of a DC police officer bowing to one of the monks. It was beautiful. They have met with Bishop Booty, the Episcopal bishop who is on the Fascist Cheetos hit list currently. I don't know if she even saw it, hun. Oh, good gravy. I got the hiccup puppies. But yeah, I'm so happy for them. Man, I want to meet Bishop Buddy. I think she'd be a cool person to chit chat with. Yes, yes, yes. She would be a very cool person to chit chat with. Yep. Bean is probably headed out the door to go to school. Yeah. Okay, buddy, can we quit yawning now? No. She needs to go to school. It is time for her to go to school. And I hope she has a good day at school. School is important. I loved school up until I hit high school. Valerie. But I loved school up until I hit high school. All right, it is that time, my lovelies. We're going to scooch that for a second so I can reach over, grab that. Okay, are you seated? You are. You're trimmed. Ha-ha! Arr! Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure where my wipes are. Shites. Oh well. Oh crap. I can't even find my paper towels. Well, it sucks to be me right now. Oh, that didn't help me any. Sorry, Valerie. Yep. Oh well. I will deal with it later. All right, my lovelies. As we move closer to midnight, begin to gather what you need. If you have a candle, grab it and put it in front of you. If you don't, that's quite all right too. You don't have to have one. I didn't say anything ahead of time, so we are going to take a few deep breaths, grounding, centering. All right. It is now midnight, my friends. Let whatever you are carrying settle beside you instead of inside you. Midnight is not a finish line, it is simply a threshold. At midnight, we light the candle not to banish darkness, but to witness it. This flame represents awareness, but not intensity, not urgency, simply steady presence. As the new day begins, let the flame remind you of this. You do not need to become someone new. You need to stop abandoning who you already are. Ātmānaṁ viddhi, know thyself, gently, honestly, and without demand. May you remember yourself without judgment. May you trust the signals of your body and spirit. May you move at the speed of honesty rather than fear. May what no longer fits be released without force. May what is true be allowed to remain. And may the flame you carry warm you, not burn you out. All right. Yep. And that, my friends, that's our candle. Boop. Goes back where it belongs. All right. Yes, it is. Welcome to a new day. Oh. Trying to figure out what the other thing burning is. It's not a candle. That's kind of cool looking. Oh, wait. I'm curious. Yeah, I'm not. That's okay. C'est la vie. Oh, it's an oil lamp. Thank you, Ro. Go get some sleep, Valerie. Sarge is being squeaky in the other room. Okay. The puppies are gathering. Good night, Valerie. Get some rest. Have a good night, Andrea, if you're leaving. We're gonna be here for a little bit longer. Man, antiques are cool. Jimenez. Jay-Z Jimenez, I'm willing to bet. Hello to my Instagram viewers. Hello. Welcome. Ha! Girl, I feel that one. I used to have so much fun going to Goodwill or to the Value Village or the various thrift stores and rescuing Build-A-Bears. Because our thought process was always somebody went to all the time, the effort, and the expense to make these really awesome teddy bears, and then they just toss them away. Yep, gonna be live at the normal time. Always, unless I am sicker than a dog. And even then, I occasionally still go live. Tomorrow is Thursday, correct? Yes, tomorrow is the regular... podcast. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh. Yep, we are still talking about remembering who you are. because that is a very important thing, especially. Oh, yes. Yes, because you keep saying this is a podcast. Remembering who you are without abandoning yourself. I like it. Merry Christmas. Hey, cat. WWE Monday Night Raw. That works. Rent a Ghost. 8:05 a.m. Just rising and shining, waiting for Amazon. Apparently you're in the UK. Hello, good morning. It is just after midnight here. So Emma will understand my jokingly saying that when the dogs decide to play, it's WWE SmackDown Pet Edition in the living room. Sweet! Pizza sounds good, Kat. You gonna share? Don't even. Pizza, pizza. Little Caesars. I'm from the future. Yes. It is. I thought so. No. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Man, I'm jealous of that one. I'll be honest. What the halo? Da-da-da. Yup. Yeah, this is one of the streams that we get more US based people. Yay! Yup, everybody else. I know. Yeah, I gotta get mine done for the business. Nice. Five Guys is cool. I like their food. Oh, now I have ABBA stuck in my head. Oh, well. Oh. It is! Tell me about it. Oh. Yes. I want a Whopper with cheese so bad. I miss the Western Whopper. But that's really old. Oh no, we go until we go after midnight. Normally we go till about 12:30, but I may wrap up early tonight because I am crashing. Wow. Western Whopper. So when I was in A school, when I was on active duty, there was this Burger King in San Diego that we would go to, had an Asian woman who worked the drive-thru. Might have been a Filipino woman. But the way she pronounced the word Whopper, Western Whopper, made us giggle so hard every time we'd drive through. But definitely worth it. Add the barbecue sauce. Yeah. And then the French fries. I've always been a French fry fiend. But give me the choice between French fries and tater tots. I will go the tater tots. Five Guys in UK, lots of fries and peanuts. Yup. I do have a friend who cannot eat at Five Guys, cannot eat anything at Five Guys because they use nothing but peanut oil and they have all of the peanuts shells on the floor. It's just a peanut allergy and don't want to go into anaphylaxis. My response to that was, hey, I carry EpiPens with me, so we're good. She laughed. Just chit-chatting about anything and everything. Oh, I didn't even realize they were a thing up here until I moved in with him, and there's one 2 towns over, right next to Target. Same parking lot. So, yeah, been there a couple of times. I really liked their bacon cheese hot dog. Yeah, they're a little expensive for what you get. Yes, they have bacon cheese hot dogs at Five Guys. That's what I usually got when we would go. Yep. They have hot dogs. They have hot dogs. Costco is starting to roll out nationwide that you cannot go to the food court if you are not a Costco member, which kind of sucks for people because I know a lot of people who are not Costco members but will go to the walk-up outdoor windows to get one of their $1.50 hot dogs and sodas. Man. So am I, but I just read that one. Yes, Emma, you have now said that like 3 times. We figure you're East Coast. I'm leaning towards either New England or Florida. Haven't decided which yet. But yeah, Costco. I love my Costco membership, even if I don't go very often. Cause yeah, get some good shit. My favorite things at Costco are the sous vide sliced beef. Oh my god, does that stuff make life so easy? No, I understand why they're making it for members only. That $1.50 hot dog soda combo is a huge loss leader, and they make most of their money off of membership dues. I was literally just reading this article this evening. So, they take a huge loss on those hot dogs to get people to get memberships. There you go. But see, the CEO said that he will kill anyone who decides to raise the price. So, but that might actually be one way that he'd do it. But damn, they're good hot dogs, and I don't like hot dogs. No, maybe. I don't know yet. Okay. All right, you guys. I would normally love. I'm gonna take a quick bio break. I will be right back. I gotta, yeah. Menopause. Hello. I got cold too. I know. I'm not surprised. That is kind of interesting, Kat. So, thank you, Emma. Would playing saxophone online be worth it? Yes, I think it would. Because honestly, people are going to be more interested in your playing than anything else, so. Which is why I just opened one. He is trying so hard to dominate Took. Oh, yeah. So turn off the chat or just hide the chat from yourself. I mean, hey. Yeah, exactly, Kat. You have to just ignore the trolls. Y'all see what I do. I, for the most part, am able to ignore most of the trolls who come through. And if I can ignore them at this speed, because this chat doesn't move super fast, I can only imagine how much easier it's going to be when I have more people in here and it's moving faster. It's going to be so much easier. So, yep, you can make it sub only, turn on auto moderation. Sub only is probably going to be your best friend. And you can set sub only so they have to wait anywhere from like 1 minute to 3 days before they can chat. So there are so many options out there. And, yep, don't share your channel with just your friends. Let it grow more organically. Oh. So, I am culturally deprived from when it comes to movies up until I was about 15, 16. Oh yeah. And so I don't know a lot of movies from that time frame, so I'm trying to catch up on some of them. But I do, and I have so many movies that I have seen that I absolutely love. I mean, there's things like The Princess Bride and Men in Tights. So many of the Disney movies. I love Disney. I mean, hey, I got married at the Disneyland Hotel. That should say a lot. But it's like asking me to pick a favorite movie. No, that's like telling me to pick a favorite child. Yes, I do, but that's besides the point. And I do, but I don't, because all three of the kids, I love them the most for different reasons. So. Yeah. I don't know. Google. That is a very good question, though. The Cat from Outer Space. Yep, we remember that, Emma. It is Matthew Lillard. I thought so. Yes, Kat. Yeah. Well, Yamahas tend to be cheap because they're a common student instrument. But she's been looking there. But yeah, they're Yamaha is going to be probably your best bet. Selmer's not bad. Those are both student instruments. So yeah, those are going to be the least expensive. I love my Yamaha, but I'm weird. My flute was a Yamaha as well. Who's doing what with how many gophers? Just steal a bunch of doorknobs and melt it down to make your own. Oh, I'm going to have to look that one up. Because I have not played sax in so long. And I couldn't convince any of my kids to take up sax. I love my kids. Really, I do. They're great kids. Somewhat new Hellboy movie. Oh yeah, they did do one without Ron Perlman as Hellboy. Haven't seen it. Yes, pre-90s art. Yeah, well, in the 90s they started making them with a new. They started making them with a new composite metal. So yeah, Ron Perlman. Ron Perlman is Hellboy. I mean, there are just some actors that the role that they were created for the role. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark. Sir Patrick Stewart is Professor Xavier. Come on, Di, you gotta get. Well, Sir Ian McKellen definitely, hands down. Nobody else could have been Gandalf. Yeah, you're not wrong, and I think he is. You're not wrong there. He's saying that whoever was cast as Gandalf would have forever been Gandalf, but I think Gandalf, and the fact that he did not know who he had no clue about who Gandalf even was. He had never done anything. He had never read any of the books or any of it. It's kind of amusing. I can yeah. Yes, he did. He can't. Oh, that sucks. Morgan Freeman wasn't nice. Well, Morgan Freeman also has fibro, so pain levels might be affecting that. Oh, that sucks. Man. Travis Tritt seems like a chill dude. My older brother met Sean Connery once. About swallowed his teeth when he realized who it was that he was saying couldn't come down the pier. Ended up getting praised for that, though. Although one of the best stories I have heard, Michelle Phillips went to see, was dragged to see Star Wars by a friend. And as she's sitting in the theater, Harrison Ford comes on screen and she goes, "Oh, that's my plug for pot." So yeah, that was kind of amusing. Cool. My family has some weird ties and weird brushes with fame. Uh-oh. Ow! Is she done singing the song of her people? Wow. It's bad enough I'm hearing it live in one ear. And oh, I mean my immediate family. My dad was friends with Elvis. My mom hung out with Walter Brennan. What? Oh, okay. My dad was friends with Elvis. My mom literally just kind of hung out at a party at Walter Brennan's house. I have ties to a couple of people who became famous. I mean, Hannah Montana's older brother was one of my classmates as a freshman. So yeah, it's just, and I've met Luke Perry at the height of 90210 fame. 90210 fame. But because of the fact my mom did the professional musician, touring musician thing, I learned really, really young that fame is no big deal. Just because they're famous doesn't mean they're any different than you or me. You know, as I was told, they put their legs on one pant leg at a time. So that kind of fame doesn't faze me. That's kind of cool, Kat. But yet, when Father Nathan Monk replied to or commented on my Facebook post on my page, I tagged his ass. That doesn't surprise me. But when Father Nathan Monk commented on a post I made on Facebook, I hyperventilated. When Misha Brown responded to one of my comments on one of his posts, I freaked the fuck out. And the realization hit. It's not that they're famous. I understand that, Ro. It's not that they're famous. It's that 5 years ago, I didn't know who either one of them were. Neither one of them had the huge following online that they do today. I am basically, at this point, a year and a half into my online content creator journey. And I have gone from 100 subscribers New Year's Eve of 2024 to over 1,500 New Year's Eve 2025. Where am I going to be New Year's Eve 2026? I could easily be, a lot more than I have now. And so it's like I'm looking at these guys and going, Misha has millions of followers. I'm not sure exactly how many Father Nathan has, but it's up there. And I'm terrified and excited by it all at the same time. I met Jason David Frank, the original Green Ranger. Yeah. Yup. I didn't like the Power Rangers. I watched little kids who watched the Power Rangers go from being these sweet, good kids to being super violent, and it kind of scared me. C'est la vie, my love. I'm going to have to go get my wipes. This is driving me insane. Well, hello, fuzzy buttses. Tookers. Leave the kitty alone. What? Sarge is staring at me. He's a fuzzy butt. See, I wish I had watched them at some point because I've heard that a few times now. But my incubator was a bitch and didn't want me to watch it, even though I was a teenager at that point, and I couldn't get into it. And then I watched The Little Boy Next Door just... It wasn't queer baiting. Yeah. And there were some queer characters, and it was some of the earliest queer representation. Yeah, that makes sense. I've heard that. That's like, oh God, what is his name? The kid we were talking about from Arrow the other day. Left TV because of homophobia. So yeah. That's cool, though. All right. Hair is driving me nuts. I'm losing my shit tonight. It's just... Come on, brain. Let's kick back into gear. Nope. Yep. Okay. That's good. Oh God, is it still going? That makes sense. That makes sense. God. It's indoctrination. It's the gay agenda, right? Here, you want to see the gay agenda? Survive till tomorrow. Sorry. I want to rant about the stupidity of the gay agenda or the trans agenda, or they're turning everyone trans. Transgender for everybody. Because, I'm going to send my kids to school today, and they're going to come back home in 3 days as the other gender. Never mind the fact that one of my kids would go to school as one gender when they went to school, and they would come home as the other one, because they would change clothes in the middle of the day. That is so cool, Ro. But I just... they just want to pee. That is why I believe... Yep. I have a pin. I have a pin that's a safety pin, and it says you are safe with me. Because, yes. Yeah. Casper colored men. It's not people in general. It's men the same shade as Casper. Or even worse, the Casper cosplayers. Let that one register for a second. I am ashamed of how long it took me to realize what the fuck she was talking about when she said Casper cosplayers. Yep. Yeah, you did. Yeah, he when I said Casper cosplayers, he thought, people this shade, not they were... Yep, your best... Oh, not... I'm going to ask my munchkin if I can share a picture of their tattoo in the Discord server later. This child, I have told about this, but when we went and I got this one, we were supposed to be going for Flash. An hour max. My darling child decided to do a Naruto tattoo that goes from their knee to their hip. They were in the chair 6 fucking hours. Poor man behind the curtains going, are you guys okay? Are you coming home tonight? Is everything okay? And I'm like, the child decided on something big. And he's like, big? And I'm like, yeah, I'll send you a picture here once they're done with the outline. I have heard he is one of the coolest, nicest people. All right. It is time to wrap up for the night, my darlings, my lovelies. All right. So, as we close our evening here, take one last breath with me. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel where you are. Feel that you made it to midnight and beyond, and that matters. And now, my darlings, carry this with you. Spread love. Spread joy. Spread kindness. Tell the people you love that you love them. Say it clearly, say it often, and say it in all the forms it needs to be heard. And if you take only one thing away from this space, from this practice, from me, let it be this. You are loved. You are wanted. You are needed. You have a reason and a purpose for being here, even if you don't know what it is yet. Took me until I was 45. Thank you for being here, Witchlings. Thank you for crossing through midnight with me. We open our circle. Blessed midnight. And blessed be. And namaste, my Witchlings. I will see you all tomorrow. Good night. I love you all.